Should I do CPA or not? Such a common question, but I realize that while the answer is most likely always yes, it's better that more and more of you guys are aware about what is it that y'all are jumping into, because everyone just thinks that it's high value, which is true, but there is so much more to it. In this video, I'm gonna clear it all for you. If you find value, give us a thumbs up. First time, then please do subscribe. And guys, do stay till the end of this video because we're gonna announce something that should be beneficial to many of you guys. What is CPA? Certified Public Accountant. It is the CA of USA. How we have Indian CA here, you are CPA in the US. Now, whether you want to work in India, you want to work in the US, or you want to work anywhere else in the world, whether you want to work as an accountant in the field of finance, you want to start your own company, you want to become a CFO, all of this opens up if you are a CPA. So, let's jump into the details. The body that manages CPA is called AICPA, the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, based out of the US. Of course, there is also an office here in India. And CPA is more for students who are either clear that they want to study an international qualification, or they're clear that they want to work in the US environment, not in US necessarily, even in India, but in US companies or in US accounting. Or you're a chartered accountant and you want to upskill, or you're an ACCA and you want to upskill, or nothing doing, you just don't know what you want to do, but CPA for some reason resonated with you. And many people just do CPA and then they don't realize how well their life turns out. So you can take any of these options and become a CPA. So the most confusing part about CPA is its eligibility. So the simplest way to think about it is that you don't have to look at what's online because it's very complicated. USA has 50 states, each state has a different eligibility criteria. So forget all of that. The way you have to think, especially if you're from India, is that I need 150 credits to become what we call a CPA license holder. 150 credits. And you need 120 credits to give the exam. Just remember this much. You need 120 to start with and 150 to end. In India, when you're studying BCom or anything in college, each year gives you 30 credits. Simple. So if you study BCom for 3 years, you get 90 credits. Okay? And then you can take, let's say, an MCom or an MBA, and those 2 years gives you another 30 credits. This is actually the way you're supposed to, but it's very complicated. So what we landed up doing is, if you're a student in college yet, even if you're in your bachelor's and you want to give CPA, so what we've done for Indian students, we created a bridge course. A bridge course means that the balance credits, so how much ever credits you need, if you're as long as you're an Indian student studying in college and you've completed your BCom and now you're only 90 credits and you don't want to give MCom, or it's a long process, what we've done is we've made a bridge course, an MBA plus CPA, where if you take this up, in the first year of this MBA, you get your 30 credits. So you're eligible for 120 credits, you can write the exam. And in the first year, we will teach you CPA. So for you, in that 1 year, not only do you get your 30 extra credits, but you also learn CPA. And then you give the CPA exam. And if you want, you can complete the second year of this MBA. If you complete the second year, you'll also have an MBA. So now you'll have a BCom plus a CPA plus an MBA. And in the second year of this MBA, we also teach you AI related curriculum. So now you are growing faster with more and more knowledge. Along with finance and accounts and CPA, you also have an MBA. Within MBA, you also have AI. It's a whole package. Plus, by the end of it, you get 150 credits. So now you can give the exam with 120 credits, earn your 150 credits, and then you are eligible to become what we call a CPA license holder. By the way, if you don't do the last 30 credits, it's not recommended, but you can just do 120 credits, give the exam, and not take the license, because your license is mainly when you want to practice. So that's more about the eligibility criteria. Next, the academic structure. As you can see on the screen, there are 4 subjects in CPA that you'll have to give, and it takes on an average 1 to 1.5 years to complete. Now, earlier you had to go to the US or worst case to Dubai to give the exam, but today you can give it in India as well. In fact, because you can give the exams in India, the popularity of CPA has exploded. So you can, in 1.5 years, study and give the exams here in India. Also, you will have to work with a CPA for at least 1 year to become what we call eligible for license holder. So ensure that at least after you give the exam, you work with a CPA. The best candidates land up doing both together because they can then learn and then apply their learnings into their real world if they're already working and studying simultaneously. And by the way, working and studying is genuinely a very, I won't say easy, but it's a very manageable thing. People have made a big deal today that I can only work, I can only study. If you are open-minded right now, please don't fall under that trap. Everyone around you will choose one. You should push yourself and do both because it changes your life by the end of the 3 years. 3 years of college. When it comes to the scope of CPA, starting with India, of course there are the big four. There are the big six. You have KPMG, Deloitte, PwC, EY, Grant Thornton, BDO. But you also have a lot of other companies, especially the American companies. You have your Amazon and Apple, and you have Capgemini and Genpact. We have all kinds of students, all kinds of CPAs working in the country. If you want to go overseas, that's also possible. I had a friend, he was a US CPA, and he landed up going to Canada, and he settled down now practicing CPA. Because if you're a US CPA, you can also become a Canadian CPA very easily. So the scope again is quite vast. Of course, a lot of people end up going to the US. A lot of people work in India, but they are getting work outsourced from US. So they are working in rupees, but they're earning in dollars. Now CPA again has a lot of scope in all these things. Of course, there are people who started own companies as CPAs. There are people who become CFOs as CPAs. It goes on and on and on. So the value of CPA is just growing more and more because the demand is growing, and the quality people who are applying and passing these exams is not, it's dropping. So if you are keen on building a career, CPA might just be an amazing starting point, because not only can you build your entire career as a CPA, it just takes you a year and a half. You can start your career, and then you can always explore more and more in life that you want to do. Lastly, when it comes to the fee structure, CPA start to end will again cost you around 4 to 5 lakhs on the higher end. This includes everything, includes your exam fees, your training fees, your material, any form of registration, all this eligibility criteria, etc., etc. But in 4 to 5 lakhs, you will become a CPA. And again, I don't think you guys should worry, because if you do this well, the first job you get, in the first year, you'll more than easily recover it. So I don't think fees should be anything that holds us back when it comes to giving these exams. So I hope that this gives you a concise understanding of CPA. And since you stuck till the end of this video, please do click on the link below. We will be choosing 2 out of you guys to actually have a one-on-one with me, where you can ask anything, whether it is about any of our programs, anything about your career in the field of finance and accounting, or about this video. So looking forward to having a chat with each of you guys one-on-one. Of course, we make tons of videos. Please check it out. And if there is anything else I've not covered, leave it in the comments. We'll get back to you guys for sure.